finally get to start working on the ring that includes the emeralds that I purchased from the most recent gem and jewelry show. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's a short one because I got kicked out of the gem show. Well, I almost got kicked out of the gem show, but I did get called out, so you can see why. You can see what happened. But this ring is going to be Argentium silver with emeralds, and it is going to be a shared prong ring. I have attempted a shared prong ring before, but at the time, in my head, I wanted to do shared prongs, but I was creating a bezel eternity ring. Like I made my seats too large. So we're going to do it again for this ring. We're going to do this process all over again for this ring, and we're going to make it perfect. My name is Vanessa. I'm a self-taught metalsmith, and I'm the creator of With Love Jewelry. I have had my jewelry business since October of 2022. I actually started metalsmithing, like I purchased my first soldering kit in March of 2022. I created my business in October, and I left my full-time corporate job in September of 2023 to pursue my dream. So here we are, and this is a gorgeous custom order. I can see it in my head. I just need to bring it to life. So what I've done is I poured and ruled out some Argentium silver, and I'm hoping that I can make this ring perfection. So just tell you a fun little story that happened to me this morning. With my YouTube channel, I like to put things into categories. So like this is a studio sounds video, and some of my other videos are, you know, my business basics and at my bench. And if you've followed me before, you might notice that that name is different than it was before today. And that is because, unfortunately, I found out the hard way that the term at the bench is trademarked. So you cannot use it as like a title or in a thumbnail or anything like that. So everything that had the phrase at the bench had to be removed. And so maybe you have been looking at some of my previous videos and are like, why is there a random picture as the cover or the thumbnail? It's because it said at the bench, and I had to remove it for legal issues. Thankfully, I wasn't taken to court or anything like that. They just gave me the opportunity to change the names. So don't use the phrase at the bench. You can probably, I think you can say it. I think it's okay to say, I hope it's okay to say it. Otherwise I'm in trouble. But don't write it out. Okay, so I have the ring cleaned up now, just a simple ring band, and I have to figure out my spacing. You know what? I should get some tape. Actually, before I do tape, I'm gonna try and use beeswax because beeswax makes things sticky. So I'm gonna just kind of smear the beeswax on here and see if this works. Okay, it's 6. She wants 6 emeralds. So we're gonna try and space them out. Upside down. Oh no! Don't fall. Yeah, you see how that like sticks on there? There's a little trick for you. Okay, because I need to, so I'm going to space them out so that I can begin cutting away at my seats so that they fit. So I want to try to make sure that I have a decent amount of space in between them, that they don't touch and break. So you know what? I'm gonna, let's see, is this too big? I'm gonna just mark kind of my space in between so I can I'm going to attempt to cut out these seats. This is going to be a long task. I'm not going to have you sit through all of it, but I'm going to use essentially my my saw to start out to kind of get the rough shape, and then go in with files and then polish it with different burrs. And essentially I'm just creating a seat, but I am carving it out of the ring. So wish me luck. I'm really happy with how this is looking so far. The scallops are coming out really nicely. So I think it's time to begin drilling where our seat will be so that I can get an idea, like I can open the seat up and then I can make my final adjustments to the scalloped edges so that it sits in nicely and it looks nicely. Like you shouldn't be able to see, when the emerald is sitting in the seat, you shouldn't be able to see the metal underneath it. You'll just see the prongs on the sides. Holy moly, that's a big drill bit. I feel like this is too big actually. I think I'm gonna swap it out for the 1.5. I mean, I would open my seat up eventually to that size, but I wanna do it a little more gradually than that. 1.5. 2 is actually less scary than 1.5 because I feel like 2 wouldn't go into your skin like 1.5 does. Ugh. Got stuck. I don't know why this one does this handpiece. I've never had this happen with the other one. lot has happened over the weekend. So I made great progress on the emerald. It will be a shared prong ring, the emerald shared prong ring on Friday. But I have 2 custom orders that have come in and a regular website order. And this doesn't need to be ready until February. So I'm going to put this on the back burner and we are going to shift gears so that we can get these custom orders and the website order out in better time than doing this and then doing those. This can take the back seat for now. So I have to get myself together and figure out what we're doing first. We are going to start with the online order, and it is for 2 pairs of the live-in hoops, the smaller size, the 11mm hoops. And these are actually smaller than the small size. I had attempted to make them even smaller to see how small I can go. But I don't quite like how small these are. I think they're just a little bit too small. So these aren't them. They're them, but they're not them, if that makes sense. These are a little bit smaller than what I offer. I do not offer these because they're too small, but we are going to start making the Argentium silver live-in hoops, and then we can begin making our 14 karat yellow gold live-in hoops. I'm so excited to be able to do this. I've only done these in gold fill, so to be able to do them in solid gold is going to be so cool. So let's get started. It's such a time saver to have the wire already made. Otherwise I'd be pouring, rolling, and pulling my own wire. So maybe that's something I should do in my downtime, is make sure that I have stocked wire, because now all I need to do is make the earrings, and so I don't have to spend so much time forming wire. Just gonna straighten this out a little bit. Something that's special about my live-in hoops versus other live-in hoops that you can purchase is that mine are solid material, whatever your metal is, whereas other brands sell tube hoops, so it's not solid all the way through, which means that after a few times of opening them, they're going to be ugly, out of shape, or smushed. So I created a similar style that has a solid wire through it, so that you're not messing with the integrity of the metal. So these are shaped and ready for polishing. I am still waiting on the remainder of the gold to be able to make these in 14K solid gold. That should be arriving in the next, I don't know if it's coming today or in the next couple of days, but I am not going to polish them yet. I will do them together with the gold ones so that I'm not, doing the same thing twice. I can just polish these, polish the gold ones, and be done with them. So since I am still waiting on my gem order, which should be here any minute, for my 2 custom orders, I am going to come back to our emerald ring because I have everything I need for the emerald ring, so we can continue working on that. And then as the other gemstones come in and my rose gold solder, this is my first time working with rose gold, one of my custom orders, we will be taking 14 karat heirloom rose gold. These were all pieces from her jewelry collection that she no longer uses. I've got 2 pairs of earrings, and this bracelet was actually a repair I had done a year ago, almost a year ago to the date. And unfortunately, the way that it was made, it's really delicate, but it kept not quite breaking fully, but little pieces would break and they became really sharp. And so she kept having to repair it. And at that point, she's like, you know what, I'm spending so much money in repairing it. It's not worth it. It just, one link will break, I'll repair it. And then another link will break, she'll have it repaired. Another link will break. So she's just going to melt it down and use it towards her new piece. But I don't have rose gold solder yet, so that's on its way as well. So we're going to go back to our emerald ring for now, and hopefully my gemstones come in so I can get started on the rest of my custom orders and my online order. With the current size of my business right now, I can't afford to keep a ton of gold options, like just gold grain here. So I do have some 14 karat, some 10 karat, but I don't have, and like, for example, if you order a size 12 pave ring, I might not have enough gold to make that. So I do have to order sometimes extra gold. It's just like gemstones. If maybe I have 15 gemstones, but your ring requires 30 gemstones or whatever, sometimes I keep things in stock, but I can't keep hundreds of gemstones and grams of gold. So sometimes we have to restock as we go, kind of thing. But we're all stocked up for this emerald ring, and I was in the process of opening up the seats for it, so I'm going to continue doing that, but I just kind of want to place them on here to see what it's starting to look like. Hopefully I can do that without dropping everything. So I definitely need to continue shaping. Going to wrap up this video with me unboxing one of my orders. It just got delivered, so let's take a look at which one this is. Gosh, the box reeks of smoke. It smells so bad. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, they put my order in another baggie. Okay, that's fine. All right, I have some burrs, more drill bits, more burrs. Awesome. Okay, and then this is the exciting part. We have 10 karat gold. And solder, gold solder. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So now I can begin that custom order, which is great, but I don't have the gemstones for it yet, so I can't get very far, but at least I can get it prepped. The more that I can get done, the better, so that everything takes shape when I get everything else in. So yes, I think we're gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love for you to like the video, leave me a comment, and to subscribe to my channel. It helps me get a little bit closer to monetization, which is taking forever for me, but it's part of the game, I guess. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.